The obvious first answer here is talking about Ryan Grubb, and we were super bullish in talking about how much this changes this Alabama Crimson Tide team, Blake. It is so important for Alabama reaching the level of offensive explosiveness that Kalen DeBoer had when he was at Washington. It's going to be an important piece, I think, in the near future for recruiting. But we saw this past year a lot of sloppiness, a lot. I know a lot of people want to blame Jalen Milroe. That is not fair to put all on his shoulders because he had some amazing bright spots during the season. He had a lot of things that weren't going his way that he couldn't control. Having a coach like Ryan Grubb into the mix and for Kalen DeBoer to have less on his shoulders, to have a guy that he trusts and has had success with in the past is so freaking important. I think the biggest just part of this, Blake, is what I just said, that there is now less that Kalen DeBoer has to worry about. It felt really weird when Ryan Grubb went to Seattle last year that we were hearing that DeBoer was going to be the play caller. He's a brilliant guy. He's a great offensive mind. He's had so much influence. But why would that be best for the program when there's just so much politicking? There's so many things that you have to deal with as the head coach of Alabama. You don't want to be the one calling plays. So that first and foremost, we have to start the conversation with Ryan Grubb.
I think that Kalen DeBoer, for what it's worth, had the toughest job in America a year ago. You're replacing the greatest of all time. Either you're living up to the legacy or you're falling short of it. And it doesn't excuse a lot of the things that they did. I remember third down versus Vandy. Joe, like you talking about Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb's not going to be having guys doing fake fadeaway shots against Vandy when they're trying to run the football on third down, right? Remember the whole viral clip of Ryan Williams taking a jump shot in the middle of the game? It's not going to happen with Ryan Grubb. The thing of why this is probably the biggest off-season hire is because of what happened the last time that these two guys were together. And that's what everybody associates with. You have a team that got to a national title. Now, I will say Ryan Grubb did not have an answer for Michigan. Okay, so that's the last time we saw him. Okay, didn't matter and change the fact of how good their season was that whole year getting to a national title. There's so many question marks that he's going to have to answer, and I don't think he can overcome them all, right? You're going to have to see how the personnel looks in this. Joe, are they going to be better along their offensive line?
That's an important question to ask.
I mean, I keep hearing from people in the scouting community, and Isaiah Proctor, he's great. My man's gotten bullied a lot. He's gotten bullied a lot.
Okay, he's been inconsistent, but he's still very gifted.
Yeah, he can be gifted, but he's also in big moments gotten bullied. Michigan says hello twice. I mean, he's getting bullied, brother. I mean, like let's not ignore that.
True sophomore.
I mean, Joe, you had Tyler Booker and other offensive linemen that were highly recruited, brother. They struggled. I mean, how high is Tyler Booker on your board?
It's top 15.
Oh, okay. That's overall. That's what I thought. So my point here is they got a lot of questions, none bigger than at quarterback. It's going to be Austin Mack. Is it going to be Ty Simpson? Who knows? Well, guess what? At least they have a spring game, so we can figure that out and see with their own eyes.
Okay.
But there comes a part where I do think play calling is a massive deal. Coaching is a massive deal. This is a massive upgrade. And Ryan Grubb's a really good coordinator. He's a really good play caller. He's a really good overall coach. And brother, it's Alabama. Now, so I got a ledge today, by the way, that because I have SEC helmets up here that I'm a Bama homer. Idiots.
Who said that?
Somebody that covers LSU. I'm not a LSU guy because I have a Bama helmet up here. Anyway, long story short, it's the biggest because it's at the biggest place, right? Everybody wants to know what's going on with Kalen DeBoer. I say it like that because it's better than the Oklahoma job. Gus Malzahn going to Florida State. Dana Holgorsen at Nebraska. Like this is the biggest OC hire that everybody's going to talk about when we really start hitting the offseason.
And just to round this out on this hire, how much you want to bet that Kalen DeBoer, when he found out that Ryan Grubb was fired, how much you bet he didn't like verbally out loud cheer? Like, how much do you want to bet that
here's my
he's
thing.
obviously close with Ryan Grubb, but how much he probably called them immediately. Or maybe it was the other way around, but right. He probably was waiting for this damn thing to drop so that he could set this thing up. This came together pretty quickly. I just think overall, though, and it goes in line with a lot of what you said, it is the most difficult coaching situation coming after the greatest coach of all time at one of the hardest places to be the head coach of, because of all the pressure that comes with it. The way that Kalen DeBoer gets this team on a track to win national titles and in the playoff on a consistent basis is him having less to worry about and having a guy that he trusts that helped him get to this job in the first place. That is the most important aspect of this.
Yeah, no, I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's going to be interesting. I'm very intrigued to see what they do